Hello, we both know why you're here. Because you're bad at cooking egg, you don't know how to cook them, or because I just sent you the link and I asked you to watch it to raise my views. But either way, let's get started. I'm gonna teach you how to cook eggs in so many different ways. Pick your favorite way and cook your egg and stop buying egg from supermarket. Go and buy them from your local farmer market. Let's cook American food. But it's not American food. Well, it's not American food. First, crack your egg in your small bowl. Don't crack it directly to the water. Alright, first get your water to a boiling temperature. You want to see bubbles. Those are not a lot of bubbles, but it's gonna do for now. And then, make a small vortex. A lot of people will be doing the vortex from the outside border. No, that's bad because if you follow the physics rule, the drag and the stuff, so it's better to create the vortex in the center. When we get the vortex going, we drop our egg, and after you drop your egg, lower your heat to the most low value you have on your cooking ware. I don't know what is the number, but the lowest thing possible. And let it cook for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright there, when your egg is done cooking, I usually like to grab it with a sieve just to sieve all the water out. And then let it rest for a few minutes because it's gonna keep cooking after that because it's still warm. I mean, it's not gonna like really cook, but whatever. To assemble your perfect sandwich, you need to use your homemade bread. What? You don't have a homemade bread? Alright, go and watch the video. It's there on the card thingy. I taught you how to make bread so you don't have an excuse. Add your cheese on top of it and add your toasted onion and then avocados and then your poached egg on top of it. And an optional paprika if you like it spicy. Don't forget to add your salt and pepper as well. And yeah, that's how you eat a perfect poached egg. Hope you like that. Let's move to the next one. So this shakshuka looks a little bit like scrambled egg with a lot of vegetables because this is the way we make it back home. It doesn't look like the other shakshukas, you will find them on YouTube. But bear with me, it's a really good one too. I can show you how to make the other one in a future video if people really want it. You can comment down below. Alright, start by frying your onions until they start losing colors and then add your tomato to it. Stir them a little bit and then start adding your spices. If you are from the Middle East, just go to your pantry, pick up all the spices and throw them in. You're good to go. I know what spices you have. But if you're not from the Middle East and you're American, don't do that. Your spices don't work well. Okay, do what I'm gonna tell you to do. Add salt, pepper, paprika, cumin seed, and cinnamon. Those will do you well for this shakshuka. Don't add a lot of cinnamon because we're not trying to make a cinnamon bread here. We're just trying to make shakshuka. When they are a little bit cooked, add your eggs. I add 3 eggs because my pan is a little bit big. And then start stirring it. It's gonna get messy here and it's not gonna look really appetizing. But trust me, if you kept stirring it, the water will dry and it's gonna look much better. And then when you're done cooking it, you wanna serve it with a little bit of cream cheese and your homemade bread. Remember? Homemade bread. The video is down in the description. Go and watch it. And yeah, that's how to make an Omani style shakshuka. To the next one. I don't believe that I'm teaching you how to cook hard-boiled egg. But for a hard-boiled egg, you need to get your water to a boiling temperature and prepare an ice bath. Ice bath, basically, it's water with ice. We will need that to cool off our eggs after we cook them. Drop your eggs after the water is boiling. Don't drop them before the water is boiling and don't lower the temperature. Cook them as long as you want. Those are an example of a 6-minute egg, an 8-minute egg, and a 10-minute egg. You don't want to go beyond 10 minutes unless if you're making a devil egg, I will tell you go from 10 to 12 minutes, not more than that. Because if you cook it more than that, the yolk would be hard and it won't be that good at all. So just don't go beyond 10 minutes. And I hope you're making hard-boiled egg because you are cooking a devil egg. So let's go to it. Devil eggs. Alright, I hope that you are a normal human and you didn't consume your hard-boiled egg and you're making a devil egg with them. Okay, to do the devil egg, take all your yolk out of your eggs, put them in a small bowl and smash them until they are almost like a wet sand texture. If you don't know how wet sand textures feels like, go outside, grab a bunch of sand, pour a little bit of water in it and feel the texture. Yes, you want your yolk to be that texture. And then add a ratio of 1 to 2, 1 liquid to 2 yolk. Basically, 1 part of Dijon mustard and your homemade mayo. Of course, I taught you how to make homemade mayo. The link in the description below. Go and make it by yourself. Don't buy the store mayo, because the eggs will not be good and your Aunt Susan will have a better deviled egg than yours. So if you want to beat your Aunt Susan, go ahead and make your own home mayo. What I mean basically, if your yolk is 2 tablespoons, you want a half tablespoon of mayo and a half tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Alright, and then mix them all together. And here are the secret ingredients that will make you beat Aunt Susan deviled eggs. And trust me, she can't pass you if you add this. Add a little bit of cumin. She wouldn't know it, but it's like a punch in the face. Mix them all together, refill them back to your eggs, and then serve them with a little bit of paprika on top if you like it spicy. If you don't like it, don't put it. I bet you don't like it spicy, so just don't put the paprika on top of it. And to the next one. Alright, now if you want to be fancy and eat your French pancake, I'm sorry if that is insulting, but they do look like a pancake, don't they? Alright, I'm gonna teach you how to make the French toast. Okay, for this homemade toast, fried toast, French toast? Yeah, French toast. Alright, let's go for the batter. The batter would be 1 whole egg and half a cup of milk. I guess this is a good ratio for 1 piece of bread. And add a pinch of cinnamon. Don't add a lot of cinnamon, but just a pinch. Just gonna get the flavor there. It's really good. You won't regret it. And mix them up very well until you don't see the egg anymore. Like the egg is fully cooperate and fully mixed with the milk. And then let's move to the bread. Again, a reminder, homemade bread. Cut a thick slice. You want it thick. And then move your batter to a different bowl, perhaps like a pie cooking ware, because it's wider. And then dunk your bread on it, face, and then flip it to the other face. Make sure it's fully coated, even if it soaked some of that good custard, I guess. That would be even better. And then go to your non-stick pan, wipe it with butter, use a good amount of butter, and then start frying it. And flip it whenever it's fully cooked. Don't flip it back and forth. Just let it cook on one side. When it's fully cooked on one side, flip it to the other side. And then when you're ready to serve it, you can serve it with a little bit of butter on top of it and a drizzle of honey. It's really good with another egg product in the breakfast. I like my scrambled egg Gordon Ramsay style. I'm gonna show you how he cooks it, and we're just gonna follow his recipe basically with a little bit of modification to make it easier. You need your non-stick pan, and you won't use a spoon on it. A steel spoon, I mean. You're gonna use either plastic or silicone or wood. If I caught you using something made out of steel on a non-stick pan, it's gonna be the last day you see the sun. So don't ever do it. Always use wood or silicone or plastic on your non-stick pan, and never exceed temperature of medium. Unless your cooking ware told you can put it in very high heat, which most likely it won't. It's gonna tell you stop at medium. Okay, enough with that. Melt your butter in a non-stick saucepan or sauce cooking ware, whatever, and then add your eggs. I added 3 eggs. They're good for 2 breads, 2 slices of bread, I mean. And keep scrambling them and twisting them around. Don't stop, constant movement. When they start to harden in the bottom, get it off the heat, keep stirring, put it back on the heat, keep stirring, and keep this motion going back and forth until it's almost ready. When it's about to get ready, it's still a little bit liquidy, but most of it is solid. Move it out of the heat, add a little bit of cheese, and stir it until it finishes cooking. The cold cheese will help it to stop cooking because it's gonna reduce the temperature. And then when it finishes cooking, this is the point you add your salt and pepper. Don't add them before it's finished cooking, or it's going to mess your scrambled eggs. And then to serve them in 2 pieces of homemade bread with a little bit of avocado and your toasted onion, you're ready to go. Delicious, healthy breakfast. To the next and last one. Alright, finally the last one. I'm already sick of egg. I guess I'm not gonna consume any egg for the next week or so, because I have been doing those all in one day. Imagine how much egg I ate in one day. Alright, let's start with this fried egg. In a cold stainless steel pan, remember cold, don't put it on the heat yet, don't turn the heat on yet. If it's a stainless steel, add your oil, crack your egg on top of it, and then turn the heat to a medium heat. Don't use olive oil. I used olive oil. It has a low smoking point. It's gonna smoke like crazy. Cook it until the edge get crispy, and then cover it for 1 minute. If you covered it for more than 1 minute, it's not gonna be liquidy and runny and good. After 1 minute, take it off the heat, and voila, your fried egg is ready to be eaten. Don't forget to season it with salt and pepper. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope this video was good and short and not very heavy one. And I hope you all go ahead and try those eggs. And please send me a picture. My Instagram is at the bottom below, at the description I guess below. please consider subscribing, and thank you again for watching. Please leave me a nice comment because I miss you all comments. I mean, no one is really commenting except my friends that I force them to comment, so if you're not my friend and I don't force you to comment, go ahead and comment. Even if you're my friend and I didn't force you to comment, just go ahead and comment and share the video. Bye!